Boo. Well, that should wake you up if you fell asleep while waiting for this stream. And yo, here we are. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all okay. I had a good Sunday, and we had a good Sunday. And now it is time for even better stuff. Stream in Ostriv. Game is unpaused. We look at a little part of town that we have close to our brickworks and the mine. I'm actually thinking about doubling the brick production. So let's see if we can hire some people in here too. And get to work on a lot of bricks for the row houses. But well, we'll see, we'll see. This is the main part of town. I still love how it looks. It's pretty cool, especially from above. Like if we zoom out, look at this. I like it. I mean, not the spaghetti roads, but I do like the rest. So that's pretty cool. And we still have plenty to do, so we'll do a lot. Let's see, all well here. Had a bit of a last 24 hours, but can't complain. Well, you probably watched the 24 hours of Le Mans. That's probably why things are a bit rough. But hey, that's all fine. As long as you enjoyed yourself, that's good. And, okay, so we're building a few houses. That is basically what we're doing right now. Then we get into some row houses. We are waiting for another orchard. But as soon as the trees are removed, I will move this forward a bit. And, well, I don't know. I want to finish this full circle soon. We have to make sure that we get enough people out here to work. But also for other stuff. Ooh, look at this. They're really doing a big mowing job here. Oh, that's good. Getting a lot of the hay in that we're going to need later on in the game. That is excellent. 24-hour sprint race. Nice. Been 17 here. Nice breeze. Nice, Kev. It has been very nice here too. Bits of sun, bits of clouds, nice breeze. It was actually pretty good, but at the end of the week there's another 30 degrees forecast, so not really my thing, but sorry, a little cough. I have something in my throat, something like that. Let's see. Let's sell some shoes. Let's sell some charcoal. Let's keep the clothing this time. We are okay on that. So yeah, all is good. Now, I was expecting to see that this one would start to do better now. Because the road is gone, so this should now say output up. But it could also be that there will be a certain measurement point during the year, and then it will say that it goes up or down. I don't know. So we might have to wait a little bit and see a change in the hay output. Until then, we'll just leave it. And maybe at some point I'll just destroy it and build a new one if it doesn't work out. You know, little tiny bugs like that can happen. So, yeah, it's okay. We have a full forestry. We can do the orchard soon, which will be helpful for the rest of the game because it'll produce a lot of dried fruits. How's the head? Head's fine, thank you very much. It's been... I had such a busy week with funeral stuff and all. and not a lot of time to sit down every now and then, and I made myself also a little bit too busy, so that's part of the problem. And then, yeah, sometimes, you know, it just pops up and you end up with a huge headache. After a good night's sleep, it was almost gone, and a few hours into Saturday, it was completely gone. But, you know, you have to just make sure that you then take a little bit of a break, take some rest, and then before you know it, everything will be good again. If you don't listen to your body, then things might get a bit tougher. So it wasn't that bad, actually. And I just, you know, decided to go and listen to my body early on, which helped. And then, yeah, not much to complain about, so all's good. Hope you're all good too. Hello, you Mr. Grumpy Trowel in the house, not feeling good some. Oh, wow, what's up, Mike? You're not feeling good? What's up then? What's wrong? Let's see, they hired one guy, but they need at least two. So they have a hard time hiring people, so might take one out of this one to get at least two going. Then we also need to build some extra houses here, I think, to make sure that that all gets productive for the row houses. It means that we can move these row houses over for a second. Luckily, we have plenty of time. And I mean, this is the 6th stream. This is what we got so far, 400 people. And a nice town, so yeah, we're good. We can take the time. We just need 9,000 bricks. Right now we have 1,880 bricks. So yeah, still need a few more. And of course, if you have any suggestions, questions, anything, let me know. I will take a look at it and see what I can do with it. If you don't tell me, then for sure I cannot do anything about it. So if you have something or something you would like to see or whatever, just let me know. Guess we should also create some spots for people to kind of sit with just two of them or something like that. There we go. Health and family comes first. Absolutely, absolutely. Welcome, Gordon. How are you doing? Hope you're good. Yeah, these are the ash trees. We're going to use a few more ash trees out here. Let's just make sure we get some trees in here. For some shade and all. And of course for the entrance. There we go. Welcome in, Cooper. You come in peace. I hope in one piece. Then it's good. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Rodog's advice. Listen also to your wallets. It's not bad for mental health too. Depending on what your wallet says. If it says all the time that you're in debt, then, you know, you might just want to not listen to your wallet. Just move on with life. If you open up your wallet all the time and it says, I'm here, that's all your money, then yeah, do that. Hello, Carol. Welcome in. Looking cool, your village. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kind of happened by accident. We just started out a bit like this, and now it's getting round and round. Round and around and around. Yep. So, yeah. But I'm trying to fix the 5th layer. I think that'll be the last one for now. It should also fit in here, and then we have this road, and of course we have these industries. I don't really want to start moving everything. So yeah, this can work. And then of course we'll start the next part of town here with a bunch of row houses. But yeah, that's gonna be quite the works. Let's make sure we get a lady in here so that this can be filled up with firewood, so that they can buy firewood out here. The store should be well supplied. Yep, that's good. Okay. So no worries there. The orchard is already done. Wow, I missed that one. Okay. Need to hire some ladies in here to make sure that they can plant some apple trees. If not, then meh, won't be so good. No workers to harvest the fruit. Ah, that's do apply to all. Now this should hire some ladies to help harvest the fruits, and this should be planting. Although this one shouldn't hire too many ladies at the moment. This one should be hiring first. And then we also need to expand this to get the jobs going here. So yeah, we're in dire need of people. Which is usually the case when I play this game. Always short of hands. And we're not even using the farms for that stuff, so meh. I'll have to see if I open my wallet. Queen Bodica blinks. When I open my wallet, the moths fly out of it. Well, you just be happy that only the moths fly out of it, Cooper, because maybe the cats have hidden a surprise in there and something else will pop out, you know. So you're lucky if only the moths come out. Okay, nothing to do in this trade. Plenty of thatch. These are all running now, which is good. We have some nice shoes, warm clothing, regular clothing. We still have hemp seeds. The oil workshop should be taking care of that soon. They are. They actually made quite a bit of hemp oil. Although we can sell that at the moment. Well, we can sell it in these places, of course, but not in... Yeah, see, they can sell hemp oil here, so we can get a bit more in this one, just to make sure that we have a bigger chance of selling it. Oops, this one's almost empty. We had a buckwheat? No, we have 9,000. Okay. Okay. Just have to wait. Ah, they're now hiring people for the farms, so not a lot of other jobs will get done because they're hiring for the farms. We still also need 7,000 bricks before we can finish this brick house, so we have to wait. Let's work on the other houses that we actually can build. So how's everybody doing today? We had a good day, as I already told, but it's nice. We just had a good relaxing day, did some work in the garden, did some cleaning and all. Also made a recording for this week and yeah, just kept busy. Let's sell some hemp oil here too. And now tomorrow I have another busy day filled with funeral work. And then hopefully Tuesday I will have a good day for the channel. Actually been looking forward to having a fine good day for the channel, because that's been a while with all the funeral work. I'm going to the actual graveyard site every day last week, either because I had to work there or because they needed my help. So it'll be good to be home for a day again and just work on the channel. You spend a lot, especially vet bills. Yeah, that must be quite a big deal. Watch Le Mans. Nice, nice. You're into that, and that's pretty cool. I only really watch television when I really don't have anything to do, and then I'll probably put up some sort of sports, but then it'll be mostly cycling, I guess. I did actually watch a little bit of cycling today while doing cooking. I was getting ready for the... I was preparing the meal, and then there was still the little bit of cycling from the old Dauphiné. Tour du Rhône-Alpes Auvergne, or whatever it's called right now. They always change those names, which they shouldn't do. But that's all that I watched, or basically I listened to it mostly because I was cooking. Hey, Julie, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? Right, another house is up. So once this little section is done, we have half, no, not right yet half, but almost half of the 5th circle ready. Now we have been planting a ton of trees here. Why not continue with it? We can see that these guys don't have anything to do anyway. So they might as well start planting a few trees in here. For some decorational things. I'm happy that in this game, you know, you don't have to get a certain amount of decorations and all to keep the people happy and that kind of stuff. The game gives you pretty much any freedom. So if you don't want to build any decorations, you can do that. If you want to build a ton of decorations, you can do that. There's no things like prerequisites for certain upgrades and all that. You don't have to place X number of decorations in such range to the house and all. You can really build your own towns, and I'm happy with that. I like that. I really don't want all those games with prerequisites for all that stuff. I don't like it. I'm well today. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Hope you had a nice day so far. What what do we have in here? Well, plenty of hides. What are they waiting for? A bit of bark and some water. Here they're getting in the hides, which is good. 200 out of the 500 that they need. So we might have to get a few extra animals slaughtered soon. They do store bark in here. It's just not getting in that much. And they're using 5,000 for each badge, so that's probably a thing. But this is a good moment then to check our animals right here. See, we can slaughter a few animals without getting into trouble. Did we already get the bulls? Yeah, we have the bulls and all for that farm. We don't need them anywhere else right now, so yeah, we can slaughter these. Wow, that's a lot of bulls that came of age. Wow. There's still one more there. Yep, that's it. Well, that's gonna keep the tanner going for a while. This one is also a year old. Well, and by taking care of these bulls, we will also get more room for, hopefully, cows. And that will provide us with a little bit more milk. Now, of course, we have the dairy, and it's busy. And we can see that there's not a lot of milk to spare at the moment. So it's all been changed into cheese. And if we go to the resources, we should actually be able to see that, yeah, we produce cheese and it's all salt. And the amount of milk that we produce is up to almost 7,000, and it's just August. We had a year where we produced 13,600 milk. Wow. And everything is used, so no spoilage, which is good. We just turn it all into cheese. Those bulls produce a lot of bullshit, probably. Yep. But since there's no manure to be sold in this game, yeah, we can just let them go. Welcome in, Vladimir. How are you today? Ooh, a messenger from Lemanivka, which is good because that's where we can get some extra meat. And since Road Dog is in chat, we need to stock up with a lot of beer to keep him happy. And we might also go for a bit more window glass since we're going to build those row houses at some point. Not much to sell, but that's okay. They want to finish for the Dutchies today at Le Mans. We finished first and second overall. Oh, wow. Good for those people. Can you borrow me a gun and a face mask? I need to visit a bank. And for the rest, a lion, a heart, and a Dutch flag. So I've had that shit for later tonight. Oh, is the Netherlands footballing later this evening? Oh man, it's gonna be so noisy outside. Okay, well, the farms are working, but... Oh, it's not even full. Okay, good. This one is working. They're hiring. Oh, also not even full. Okay, good. So... This one's had a harder time hiring people, but they managed to bring in some of the harvest. Oh, and it's just August. Okay, so we still have time. Psyching myself for guests finding. Ah, so you all really go out every time to keep checking to make sure that there's no unwanted guests anymore? Well, good luck with that. Happy I don't have to do that. Vermin hunting. How much salt do we have? 8,000. We almost have a full storage of salt. Nice. And we have 4,000 in here. And all the buildings that need it will probably be well stocked. Yep. They have no fishing nets though, so they need to start making some fishing nets from the threads. Can we buy some hemp? No. That might be one thing too at some point, to just focus on more farms for hemp. And keep importing it all the time so that the amount that comes into our little town gets a big raise. We have stones. I think this one is not really changing out though. I mean, it should already be a lot higher than the 132 since the road is gone. So, you know, let's destroy the resources. We need to empty it first. I just emptied it. Who's that lady that comes in? She is. Why did you do that? She has to go. Go away. Really make empty? No. I cannot destroy the resource. That's not good. Emptying the storage. Yes, please. Active shift does the blackmailing. Off shift gets the guest finding. Ah, I guess you wish you were on shift then, so you don't have to do the guest finding. The only bad thing about Le Mans was the station I was watching kept advertising a load of Lycra wearers in a coming tour. So while seeing cars drive around, you got advertising for the real sports. That's nice, Kev. That's nice. Glad you liked it. Now it's drying. As soon as it's done, it should be taken off. And then we can remove this one, build a new one, see if that does better. Because I think it's a little bug that it's not producing more. How are our windmills doing with the wheat? Well, we still have a good amount of wheat. 6,000 in total already. So yeah, they're doing good. We might get an extra one though. Have a block of 4. Might be worth it. We still don't have enough bricks. Wow. Okay, dudes, you need to hurry up. How many more bricks do we actually need? We still need 4,000 bricks. So yeah, we can hold off with the brick houses for a bit. Tour de France probably starts soon. I guess in a week or 4 weeks or something like that. The Giro d'Italia didn't finish that long ago. So yeah, it was 5 or 6 weeks after the Giro d'Italia finished. So yeah, it must be getting close to the point where the Tour de France starts. Which is nice. Ooh, look at that. We moved the coastline a bit. Maybe if we do this enough. Look at this. You move the coastline. Would be cool if we could just make sure that we get rid of the whole pond by moving the coastline all the time. That would be interesting. Alright, let's slightly move it. Come on, mouse. Do what I say. Yep, there we go. That can actually be an interesting feature where you can just get rid of the whole lake by moving the house every time again. Ooh, that's cool. Have to make sure, of course, that we... Look at that, we moved the lake. Oh, that'll be interesting. I'll have to take a look at that at some point. Let's build an extra well here for these people. At least we'll get a few extra hands here to help out also in the brickworks, because we need those extra bricks. And they might also help out on these places, so that this doesn't need any workers anymore, because this is done. Yep. Okay. These do a good job. They brought in all the fruits and all the dried fruits. This is no, this is not even filled with dried fruits. Where are all the dried fruits going? 2,900. We don't have that many. We need more. Oh, but this one isn't emptied out that quickly. That's part of the problem. Okay, let's move the resources by cart. Let's move them into this granary, so that these can keep producing. See, we still need more laborers to do all the carrying around of goods and all. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Might have to set up a little cart area here for more carts and all to be used. Although, don't see a lot of cart icons, so apparently... Oh, here they are. But not a lot, so we must be doing something right regarding the carts. But I bet we can still use more. And this is a pretty central area for where we're going to build. So we might just build a cart alley here. Should I do that? Yeah, why not? We could actually, since this is kind of the entrance to that area, we could just go like this. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. That should at least provide us with a lot more carts. Yeah, let's put these in here and these in here, and then remove the row houses, because we're not going to build those anytime soon. Especially now that we still need 4,000 bricks, and we don't really have the men for it. But we'll see. We'll see. Try removing the last house to see if it goes back. Yeah, it doesn't go back. That's why I did it again here. Let me show you. So we can build the house very close to the water. You can see this little part moved, and then when you remove it, it doesn't go back. I just wonder how if it can really do like the whole water or not. See this little... Oh, this stays actually. Okay, interesting. So it doesn't work on everything. Let's do a quick try with the church. Yep, it did another part. Okay, and it doesn't go back. So yeah, we can slowly make the pond a bit smaller. Should be careful though, because there are fishing spots in the pond. Oh, they're in the middle. Okay, that's good. So we could also get 1 or 2 fisheries, by the way. But we'll see. It's an interesting... Yeah, it's a new terraforming option. I know a lot of people who would like to see a lot of fit lycra wearing men, and not all of these are women. Oh dear. Hey, Bluey! Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? How's your sister? And how's all the yarn and knitting and whatever you're doing with that? Being so creative, how's that going? At any fairs lately or something? As long as I'm aware, all terrain changes are irreversible. Yeah, I think so. I think there's no undo button or whatever, so you cannot undo it. I wonder if there is any plans for a... Right, let's demolish this one, build a new one, and see what it says. Because the road is gone, so it should say that it has some... See, now it's 400. That's better. But yeah, it's... I will wonder if there will ever be a full terraforming tool where you can, you know, even if it just does minor adjustments or minor smoothing so that you get rid of the cannot build here. Like in Farming Simulator, you have that smoothing tool that keeps the edges and it keeps the slopes in it a bit, but it makes it just a bit smoother. You get something like that, and you can use that a bit, and then you can actually build on a certain area. That might be nice. But on the other hand, you know, dealing with whatever you got is also nice, and I think the game is already doing pretty well in that aspect, so it's not that bad. And if we don't get a terraforming tool, the game will still be amazing and very well playable. Alright, let's see. We got a full storage out here. We have another full storage out here. I kind of want to get another storage out here. If we can. Uneven terrain. Ah, okay. Because I'm thinking about getting another smelter as well, but we might need extra people first. Yeah, probably. Everything is good. I'm making stuff for Halloween and Christmas. Nice, nice. And how's your kid doing? Hope all is well. Yeah, it's already halfway into June. In like a week or so, we will have had the longest light day of the year already out here in the Netherlands. And then the days will get shorter already. Well, of course, not the full day, but the light time of the day will get shorter already. So, I mean, we're still preparing for a hot summer. But before we know it, autumn is there. I'm actually looking forward more to autumn than to summer, because it's probably going to be another crazy hot summer, and I don't like the hotness. If I want hot, I'll just look in the mirror, so I don't want hot weather outside. And that was a joke, of course, people. But yeah, I'd like the cooler temperatures. Okay, so the first card's built, it's delivered, and it's already reserved for something. So we need these cards. Let's do another batch. And then let's see how well this goes. Second card's in, also immediately reserved. Succeeded well with my mashed potatoes today, seasoned with white pepper and salt, except the top of the salt shaker came off, so I dumped the whole salt shaker up the measure. Wow. Okay. That's a little bit much. So you made a perfect meal and then threw it out. He's a little wild one, but he's good. How is your little one? Oh, she's fine. She's fine. She is not a wild one, actually. She's pretty calm and relaxed, and we love her. It's amazing. She's so nice. So we're happy, happy, happy. But good to hear that yours is doing good. That's nice. And I mean, boys should be wild ones, so, you know. Look in the mirror. Yeah, it was a joke. Crazy idea. Terraforming tools should be like in going feudal forest village. You designate the area of workers manually. Exactly. That was what I was thinking of as well. Like you designate an area and then they will start to smoothen it out a bit and make it a bit more flat. The downside to it was like, let's go to a bit of a hilly area, like right here. If you do a little square here and tell them to smooth it out, then you will get these big earth walls around the side. And that is something that I don't want. So I kind of want them to also smoothen that out. And so you don't get like weird areas or something like that. And I guess that's really hard. So it's probably either best to not do anything at all with terraforming or really come up with something good. Because otherwise you'll just end up with a very wonky terrain, I think. And that's not really what I would like to see. So I'm not sure. I hope they can find a way, if it's even in there, to, you know, get it up right and well and make sure that it doesn't destroy the game. Like on these mountains, that you don't just get weird shapes in the mountain or anything. And maybe there should even areas where you cannot do any of the terraforming. Because like in this mountain, that's actually where you get the iron and stuff from. So you should probably not be able to do anything about these mountains. At least in my opinion. But hey, that's just me. Oh, speaking of little one, there she is to say goodnight. So I'll turn my mic off for a second and I will see you all very soon. And here we are again. She's going to bed. I think that's a good idea. Manual labor. Ooh, starting to sound like a communist now, Roadhog. Manual labor, forcing them to do stuff. Never thought you would be like that. Okay, that's new, that's new. New family is settling in town. That's good. 5 people, 2 kids. This area doesn't have a school yet. Now, I've been already accused in the... one of my videos that well, somebody asked if I hated school because I didn't build a lot of schools. I don't think we have a school yet, actually. Do we already have a school? Nope. So it is definitely time for a school. I think we should think about where to place the schools, though. I mean, need to find a nice area for the school. And also an area where we can fence things off a little bit and make it look a bit interesting. Might also be going somewhere in the woods here or something like that. Let's go for a school. So this will be the road towards the church. Our Church of the Holy Oak in the forest there. So if we build a school here, we can probably fence this off. I'll read the chat soon, my lovely friends, but I have to work on the school here first. There we go. A nice big area for the school so that we can fill that up with, I guess, a lot of nice plants and all. I mean, we have to invest in the kids, you know. They need a good life. Okay, there will be the school. Let's get the school up so that we can educate our people. Let's make sure we give them some fruit trees. Not that they will actually use those, of course, but they can be used for educational purposes. At least, that's how I like to play. Tell myself that they will actually use that stuff. Let's give these 2 big cottonwood trees and 2 out there. Too close to another tree. Oh, get rid of that tree then. Need a place for the teachers to sit. Not that they really need it, but I think we should give the school a well so that the kids have fresh water. And then the parents should be able to wait outside for their kids to come out of school. Of course, not inside, because, you know, that's where the teachers are working. You don't want to be disturbed by parents. And now we have a school area. The Iron Mountain suits for hay. Yeah, we can probably use it for hay. Yeah, that's something. No one said about forcing. They will be compensated. Yeah, well, you know. Sometimes you have to just overreact to things a little bit. I like to do that. Yeah, how's the desk plans going? That'll be interesting. I think schools may be just easier to forget about because they don't provide a resource the town needs in the same way most other buildings do. That's true, that's true. Although, you know, at some point you're going to need those educated workers. And since schools are in for the long run, you do need them because it takes a while before kids really get the benefits from it. But, you know, it is something that you need in the end. And I think education is not done yet. We'll get a lot more schooling and all, and educational jobs that need, or jobs that need higher educations, and also it will be more an integrated thing, I guess, later on. At least that's what I'm really hoping. Same for health. I think we need to get some more stuff for the healthcare as well. But, you know, we have to wait and see. Yeah, the forest church. We didn't do much with it, but it actually looks kind of good this way. So why do something with it? At some point, I might just fence off the area here. And we'll just leave it the forest or something. Or we don't even fence it off. Or we'll just build houses around in the openings. And we'll leave the whole area like it is. That might actually be nice. Although, in order to prevent a lot of roads forming here, we might have to, at some point, fence this off. But we can probably use a fence you don't see as well, like this. And then we can just fence off the whole forest area. And that way make sure that nobody walks in here. That could be a thing, and we can steer their route a little bit more, but not sure yet. We'll have to figure that out. It is in the roadmap, will be map editor, level editor, but nothing about terrain editor. Ah, okay. Well, I know it is already possible to make maps, because I know some people have been doing it. Of course, I don't know about it, because I'm not into that kind of stuff, but you can already do it. So, you know. But yeah, map editing might be tough. Although, if you place a house and it already levels the terrain and all, it is very well possible to do something with the terrain. I just think it's very hard to find a nice, suitable map editor that will do a great job with that. So that's probably why it's not being that widely used. Alright, let's do apply to all. See if these can hire some people at some point. So that we can get some extra boats going. We also will need a lot of netting, though. These are all still producing dried fish, but they do all have their nets now. These actually have 2 to spare. These have some threads available. So, it might be possible to get people in here to actually work and get threads going. But you never know. We'll see. Ostriv miss an outhouse, or do they do it where the need catch up to them? I don't know how it was in these days. Maybe they just sit inside in a bucket or whatever, or I don't know. There's only so much detail you can put in a game before, you know, things just get out of hand. Yeah, this is not going to need anybody. This is working out. There's still a bit of fruit in, but they can work that and process that, so that's okay. These are all emptied out. We have right now 4,000 dried fruits, so we are okay. It's already December, so hopefully we won't run out of food or anything. Can we see the numbers for total food? We produced 86,000, we sold 40,000, spent 23,000, that adds up to 65,000. So we still produce more than we used, so that's good. That's good. Just have to make sure that we also meet the variety needs, but I think we'll get there. There's plenty of bushes, you will need an outhouse. Well, Cooper doesn't really decorate his town, so that's probably where this question comes from, because, you know, they don't have a lot of spaces where they can just sit and enjoy, so might be a Cooper town thing. Ooh, we're also getting sunflower oil in now. Now I also have to start selling that. Hemp oils. Oh, sunflower oil. That's already sold in here. Probably should get some in here then. No, not sunflowers. Sunflower oil. Let's store 1,000 in here and set it up to be sold. We're already selling hemp oil and a lot of other stuff, but we need more market space here then. And yep, let's sell a bit of salt. Can we can still sell sunflower oil as well to Merefa. That might actually be a good thing. Make some extra money that way. I don't know how much we have, but we'll start off with 1,000. How much sunflower oil do we have? 1,000. Okay, good. Then they can just bring it in here all the time. And we can deal with it by selling it off 1,000 at a time. And then the spare ones can go to the other granary. We still have to set up the extra market here, though, because I didn't do that yet. Let's go get an extra market. Oh, wait. Is there still fire? Yeah, there's still firewood being sold here. We switched that one out for sunflower oil. And just get the firewood stall out here. We'll get one right there. That will be good. I still hope they will also include the building of these stalls, because these you just place and they get done, and this one you actually have to build. I kind of want to have the option to also build market stalls and not just place them and all of a sudden they're there. But I guess that is in the game because of the easy way to have to get started, and the game is not done yet. But I hope by the time the game is done that you also have to really build those. But you have to switch over the starting conditions, I guess. You really want to get all of that in? I don't even need a bush. Oh dear. Snowstorms around your private part did not sound so nice. Well, you know, the good thing in a snowstorm that it won't be a big problem anymore. It will only be a very tiny shrinking problem. So, you know, it's just a small problem by then. Alright, building the school. Last of the resources are coming in. They can already start to build, so I kind of hope that they will. There we go. Lots and lots of goods laying here. 1,100 wood and a bit of clay. And, yep. Come on, people. Build, build, build. This farm did pretty well. And we got some hay in here. Nice. Ah, there they go. They start to build the school. Perfect. And of course, thank you all so much for being here. It is very, very much appreciated. I do hope you enjoy. If you just want to lurk around, that's fine. If you want to ask me any questions, feel free to do so. And, well, you can also just mingle in chat. People don't bite, but, you know, everything's fine. Just do whatever you enjoy the most. And of course, if you have suggestions for the town, they are also welcome. Ooh, we forgot the school bell. We need to have a bell post near the school entrance so the teachers can ring the bell. And we need to tell them about birds, so they need a birdhouse. When you mistake the vase for the water carafe in the dark, you can always blame the damn cat. You can't mistake them. They are kept in separate rooms. But do you still know the right room whenever you get drunk out of my tavern? That's the big question. I know some people that probably won't know the right room anymore. Well, it takes a while to build this little school. But hey, everything for the youngsters to teach them. Gives me time to take a little sip from my drink. Okay. Ooh, the tavern family is running out of money. Wow. Okay, did I set the tax too high? Yep. Okay, let's lower the tax for a while. I think we don't have that many people yet going for a drink, which might be part of the problem. So we'll let them accumulate a little bit of wealth. And then once they have enough, we can still tax them more. It's always about balancing. And of course, when the town grows, more people go to the tavern. They will make more money. 14 a month is actually not that much, so... Okay, 480 people, getting closer to 500. I like it. Who told you we don't bite? We do bite, but sane, safe, and consensual. Oh dear. And there comes the school. Yay! You have to get a teacher in now. Which is a lady, of course. Very good. Ooh, 2 kids, 3 kids. Nice, the kids really want to go to school. I couldn't agree more. Nice. 4 kids in school. Alright, alright. There comes one, I think. Get to school and start learning, kids. Need to learn how to lead productive lives in my village. 7 kids. Ooh, school's filling up. Nice. So we'll get some smart kids, hopefully. 8 kids. Yeah, we do have kids in the right age range, so that's okay. How many bricks do we have right now? 4,000. I think we needed 4,200. Yes. So by the time we're going to build this brick house, it might actually work out. We might have the right amount. Then, how many do we need for this arch? 1,000. But we might just build a few extra houses up here already. I do see that it's now, now these getting filled up with men now that we have the extra houses up here. So we need to grow this part of town a little bit more to make sure that we have all the people we need in this area. Luckily this doesn't have to be a perfect circle or half circle or rainbow or whatever you want to call it. Kind of want to get rid of the porch there. Same with this one. Let's get rid of the porch. Yes, thank you. There we go. Now the messenger from Balaklia. Alright, let's trade a little bit of the sunflower oil. Not going to trade any clothing. I want to save a bit more clothing. So that we can have more threads as well. Which will be good for the fisheries so that they can make their nets. Might also try to get some extra workers in here and then do apply to all so that we get the most people in there for a lot of bricks. Now they all need charcoal. Oh, there's plenty of charcoal here, so you know. I wish you could. We can now, of course, assign cart parkings to certain buildings. I also want that option with charcoal piles. So you could just tell them, you know, these are your charcoal piles, use them. And that they get priority over other places. Because sometimes they will still bring in charcoal from other places. Although these are all taking a rest or working in there. Supplying water. But yeah, that is something that I would like. Oh, these also need water, of course. I didn't build wells yet here, I think. So let's go with that. Let's give these guys wells. Might be helpful. Let's go ahead with the wells and move over the row houses. I think if we can get this up to full production though, with more people in, we will get into faster brick production and then we can speed up the whole brick house a bit. It will take a bit of time. These guys are doing a good job. Lots of trees gone. This area is almost cleared. Might have to go to this area now and start clearing out these trees. Could actually be interesting to just place it in here in a place where we don't need to remove too many trees. Problem will be getting people in there to work. So we might just put it down here for now. And then I kind of also want to start planning another smelter. But yeah, I was afraid of this. This is all uneven terrain. If we want another smelter, we have to go this way. Which will work. And we can, yeah, we can build a few more out here and maybe even on the other side. So that will work in the end. But it's a bit tough. We could also try to build a house here. See if we can flatten the terrain a little bit, but I highly doubt it. I don't think it'll work. I actually think it raised part of the land here. See, it's all just uneven terrain, so it's not going to work out. Okay. Well, we tried. A you mix them up, that is your problem. Exactly. Satay time. Don't disturb me for the next 10 minutes. Nice. You enjoy a little bit of satay. Hope it's nice. You deserve it after watching cars go around the track for 24 hours in a row. We haven't set up the firewood stall here yet. Of course, nobody told me. But now we are. Okay. Let's make sure a worker can do that. Might need a few extra of these cart parkings to suit all the places that we have here. So we can hook one up to this one and one up to this one, because that market also doesn't have a cart yet, and the carts really do help out. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Now I also wanted to check the fisheries, see if they actually get the stuff to make nets. So they have one net, they have threads, so they can actually produce. They're just not really getting the people in. You know what, I'm emptying out this one so that more can go in here first, and then we can get one to work. And when this house is built, and we have the bricks for it, we get more families in here, and then we can hopefully start to fill this out. Now we have to make sure that we get enough jobs for all the people that will come and live here in the end. So that might be another problem that we'll run into. But problems are there to be solved. Question, is charcoal sellable on a market stall, and would it work as an alternative fuel to firewood? Well, there's an easy way to check that. If we click this and I click buckwheat and we go over the list, we see that there is no charcoal. And this shows everything that you can possibly sell, even the stuff that we don't have for sale. So no, we cannot sell it. And therefore the people cannot use it in their homes as a substitute for firewood. I think it would make a very good substitute, actually, because of course it's way more efficient. I don't know about health benefits or downsides between firewood and charcoal, but of course, you know, when you have a barbecue and you use charcoal. So, I don't know. I guess the biggest question is, would it be historical? And I think Vladimir might have some knowledge on that. But yeah, if back in the day people actually also used charcoal to cook on, then it might be something that can be added into the game. I do think, though, that if you have a little bit of firewood and you use that in the right proportions, it might burn out faster than charcoal, so you don't have to... If you use a little bit of charcoal and you light it, it might just, you know, last way longer than firewood will, which of course gives a danger for when you go to bed and it's still burning and all and you have to put it out or whatever. But I don't know, I have no clue. It would be interesting if we could actually switch our town over to do firewood, to do charcoal instead of firewood. But, yeah, you know, could be. Maybe if we can give them barbecues that they will then require a bit of charcoal. Hey, Stephen! Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? I think it would be fun if the row houses required different or fancier fuel than the other houses. But yeah, I wonder if it's historical. No, it wouldn't. Ovens are not fit for charcoal use. Ah, okay. Ooh, sunflower oil. Deal. Clothing. No, we're going to keep the clothing. Iron. No, we don't need iron. We don't need anything, actually. I am. Thanks. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Ooh, we're going to get into another spring, so it's going to be busy on the farms. Construction completed. Row house. And that means 6 are open for new families. And nobody came in as a married couple yet, so we can get 6 new families in. Nice. Oh, let's hope we get some nice families in. That'll be helpful. Another house is ready. We're building stone wells here now. Oh, the first stone wells coming up here so that we can help these to supply. These actually have 3,000 bricks in here. These have 1,500 bricks in here. There's 1,200 bricks in here. So we have a nice total already. It is speeding up. Oh, that's good. I like it. Just some water and some charcoal, but hey, there's plenty of charcoal out here. And once the wells are done, they will have plenty of water out here. They can quickly make bricks for us, and we can speed up the row houses a bit. Doing well. Got my car sorted at 500 less than the asking price too. Nice. Well done. Well done. How did you get that done? Because they were trying to raise the price on you, so you must have done something right. Okay, fruits are all good. Still trying to get in more charcoal for the bricks, but yeah, that's working out. Might want to get the forester up soon to see if we can cut some of the trees out there. It is now getting into springtime, so more of these trees will start to get green soon. But I already like the amount of trees that I see in this area. We'll just have to see how it looks when they're all big. Now I'm contemplating whether I should also get some bushes in these areas. I don't like the lilac bushes in there, but the Gilder Rose or the Dog Rose bushes could go in here for a bit. Could even, you know, plant one next to every tree or something like that, or just, you know, get some bushes in here for some extra green. But I'm not sure. I'm still contemplating whether that will look nice or not. So, you know, if you have an idea about that, let me know. We still have the original sitting area with the campfire. I like that. We do have water in these, so they have okay amounts of water. But I don't see them really fill up, so I have to check. Like, this one is already way fuller. That's good. So they're not running out of water anytime soon. But we may have to construct a few extra just to be sure. Every time Steven comes in, I remember that one Scottish madame and her horse. A little bit of negotiation and 1 or 2 threats of legal action works wonders. Nice. Well done, and happy for you that you got it even cheaper. Did you also already get the car, or do they still prep it for you to get ready and then you'll get it? Okay, we got 3 new families, up to 498 people right now. That's not the biggest family. That's also not the biggest, but you know, we got in some nice families. We have 53 women looking for a job. That's actually quite a few women. Let's make sure that all the warehouses get a few extra ladies hired. That should lower the amount that we have there. And maybe the granaries too, so that they will be better supplied. That might also lower the amount of ladies looking for a job. Not that much though, but a little bit. These are all good, so we don't have to worry about that. I guess as soon as the farms will really need the ladies, then they'll all be employed soon. Yeah, all the markets have ladies, but that's all good. This one is still filled up. Well, we have plenty of iron, that's good. Iron ore, that is. Okay. Oh, they need to fill a charcoal place here. That's why they're all running back and forth here. A little bit of negotiation and 1 or 2 threats of legal. Oh, yeah. Picked up this Friday. Oh, nice. Just got an advert despite the gifted sub. Oh, subs don't remove the ads, if that's on your mind. That's not how the subs or the gifted membership works. I don't really do that much with memberships. Should probably do some more with it. But what I can do with memberships is give you like a few extra emojis that you can use that others can't use because they're not member. I can make videos specially for members, which I've already explained I don't do because I want everybody to be able to see my videos, not people paying for it. Only people paying for it because, you know, I cannot look in people's wallets, but I don't want to force you to become a member so that you can watch certain content. And I can make some videos available a little bit earlier for members so that, you know, that you can already see it and then a couple hours later everybody can watch them. I should use that a little bit more, I think, as a little thank you for people that actually pay for the channel. And then still everybody gets to watch it. But yeah, I don't really do that much with it. So, but yeah, there's no way I can turn off ads. If you want the ads to be turned off, you should get a YouTube subscription. So something for YouTube, like you can YouTube Plus or whatever it's called, and then you can remove the ads, but you have to pay a monthly fee for it. But that's completely a YouTube thing, so that's not something that I can... I believe it's called YouTube Family nowadays or something like that. And then you could get rid of ads and all. Oh, look at that. We have 500 threads now. Oh, that's nice. I would actually like to store more threads just for the future. So let's set this up for 2500 threads. And then hopefully... Yeah, we have more threads. Nice. Okay, that's good. Is this working out now? Yep, these are fully stocked and well. And this one also. Nice. So we're getting in more fishies. And they're turning them into dried fish. Did I turn that on? Yes, I did that right. Okay. They're making fishing nets too. Okay, good. That is working out. Where are they building the house? Here. So they're going to do a bunch more houses here. And then we can... 5,800 bricks. So yeah, we can get to some extra bricks soon. Horilka, very expensive. Not going to get it. The meat will be fine. Iron is good. Nothing to sell. So yeah, we'll keep it this way. But yeah, that's how the ad system works. I have no... like on all my uploaded videos, you will only see ads at the beginning and the end. And not during, because I just want you to have a full experience while watching a video. On the live streams, I do have ads during the live stream, but I've set them to low. I can also set them to medium or high. I don't know how many ads you'll get if I put it to high, but it will probably be a lot. Of course, that will earn me a little bit more money, but I'm not really worried about that. So I just put it to low. So I do make a little bit of money out of a stream, if you don't have an ad blocker, of course. But not that much, and that's fine for me. It works out. Let's get another windmill here. Because I think we can use that for extra wheat. I don't want no extras. It's for me just a way to give a bit of support. It's not possible at the moment because I still have to get a new phone. Nice and quiet, by the way. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I mean, people give support in many ways. Some people are just here to watch, which is already a support because it's a viewer. People can leave comments on videos, which is really nice. People can like videos. You can like the stream and help me out because that is something that helps out in the algorithms. So if people like my streams, and especially the trade-off between how many people actually view and how many likes you get can really boost you. If you get a high percentage of people actually liking your stream or your video, then that really helps. That's ways of supporting. And there's people supporting me financially by getting into one of the memberships and doing it that way. There's lots of different ways. I appreciate them all, so don't worry about it. Oh, we got the forester up. I think this one is the best to basically get rid of. So let's do apply to all, and that's okay. Let's tell them to no longer get any logs, which is already a good deal. Let's get some people out. Let's try and get some people in here. They should be hiring at some point. And then we will tell everybody to really make this one empty so that all the stuff gets out. And then while this is emptied out, we can destroy it. We also have the clay pit here though, so we're also going to need a new clay pit. And I'm also thinking about an area where we can set up a forestry in a way that we can also have some lasting effects from it. Oh, I could build a clay pit right here for now. That'll serve the needs of the town. Yep, and if you opt in on gifts, then, you know, whenever somebody gifts a membership, you have a chance of getting it. Or whenever I gift a membership, then you have a chance of getting it. But you have to opt in. If not, then you won't be included in that and you don't have a chance of getting that free membership for a month. It's always only a month. That's how it works. So if you didn't opt in, you're missing out right now. Hey, Cirrus! Good to see you. How are you doing? Hope you're good. Where does one opt in? Kevin just sent a link for that. You're doing it wrong. Of course I am. Be right back talking to my dear Olema. You talk away, Cirrus. Thanks so much for popping in. And there's a little gift. Congratulations. Advent 2, Sarah Jean, Burak Reski, and Fire Lion. Hope you enjoy. That's a free membership for a month. Trading post looks very stable. We still have lots of sunflower oil. How much more do we have in store? 400. Okay, so we're probably done with the sunflowers for now. And then we'll just have to get another harvest in. We will though, although might not be this year. Because we have only one field doing it. Oh no, we have two, so we will always have some sunflowers. Good. Let's buy some mead to keep the tavern flowing. Otherwise, I don't know, people might get a little pissed, especially Roadhog, if I don't supply him with enough beer. Oh wow, there we go. Thank you very much, Cirrus. That is very, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Wow, that's amazing. You didn't have to do that, but thanks a lot. And congratulations to Whooshi, Muhammad, Swamp, Nader, and NMF. Welcome, welcome to the club. You are now a member of the channel. 1 month, totally sponsored by the amazing and great Uber Alpha Cirrus. Thank you so much. Ooh, they're going to build these 2 cart parkings now. Then we can hook them up to their respected marketplaces. Ooh, new family settling in town. I'm just paying forward. Paying forward for what? You're paying now for the channel, so that once you get to streaming and you totally destroy my channel, and you have no guilty feelings. Is that it? How are your streaming plans, Cirrus? I hope you get back to streaming anytime soon. But hey, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it, man. As we now have 5,000 coins, 521 people. It's not doing that bad. It is not doing that bad. And it's already May, so soon enough we'll get another harvest in. They're just busy fetching the nails for this. This has the nails now. This has the nails now. So now they can build both of these cart parkings quickly. Which is a nice job. That's very good. We should fill up the construction shed. We should probably plan a few bridges now that we are starting to build along the shore a bit more. Be careful with your money. Soon you will get one who knows how to eat you out of your home. Nah, he's a careful guy. Oh, to opt in for membership, you need to confirm your age on your channel because only 18 plus can receive memberships. And I've not done that. Ah! Well, now you know how it works and what to do. Of course, you have to be 18 plus to confirm your age, but I bet you can. Plenty of salt. Not really a lot of traders coming in to buy salt. Also, I haven't seen the trader from Dekachi for a bit, I think. Would be nice if we could sell some extra charcoal and all. Don't worry, Patmos. I'm like 35. Yeah, you're like 35, so you either don't know your exact age, or you look like 35, you have a different age, but you don't want to say. Which one is it? Which one is it? Tell us now. I mean, I am 42. I probably look like 65, but I am 42, so I know my exact age. Let's build 3 extra houses there. This age verification law in the UK is a total pain. Oh, really? Why is it? Lots of complicated systems to check it, or do you have to, like, scan your ID for it? I'm actually 35. Ah, nice. Very good, very good. Looking pretty good. Rodog helped me out with some info. There is 3.5k worth of PC and stuff waiting to go. Nice! And then you get into it. Nice, nice. Well, once you get into it, Cirrus, let me know if you want to do some multiplayer stuff. Please not be 7 days to die. And then, yes, we can maybe do something together. Every site has different rules. Ah, but like, do you actually have to somehow verify it? Because like in the Netherlands, on most places where they even ask for it, you can just say, yes, I am over 18, and then all is good. They won't really like check your age or anything. It's just, you can just say yes or no, and that's it. I don't have to load up my ID or something like that. So I guess you have way stricter laws than we do then. 7 days is looking pretty good right now. Well, you have fun with that. I'm not buying that. Scan ID, passport or driving license or something else, but everyone chooses their own system. Ah, yeah. That's tough. I mean, if you have a system like that, at least then provide a central system where you can, you know, once upload it and then connect to it and then... and that will also store your stuff safely, and not all these companies have all of your credentials on your official ID and stuff, because they should not have that. There's no reason for them to have it. I'm 68 and look like I am between 68 and death. Hope you're looking closer to 68 then, Cooper. It requires uploading personal information like an ID scan to platforms or website that you may not necessarily want to share that with because they use it for things you'd rather not to. Yeah, well, we have that here too, but only for like big financial stuff and things like that. So we've been trying to, of course, we will get into the process of starting to sell our house, and we were talking to a mortgage guy, and they have to get some information from the IRS and stuff. And then you have to give them some of your official credentials and all. But they have a secure app for that. You can do it in there, and that's used by most of those. So it's safe, and they have the obligation to delete it and all. They cannot use it for anything else. I also have the option at any time to just delete it, and then they cannot view it anymore. But that's only for like the big stuff. So when you like want to open a broker account for doing some stock trading and all, when you go to the bank. Those kind of institutions can do it, but when I go like online shopping or whatever, no way I'm gonna scan my ID or whatever. They have no business with that. I'm not going to do that stuff. Because yeah, then of course all your data will get stolen soon and you'll be in big trouble. And I don't want that. Alright, all the logs are used, so they did use all of the stuff in here. They just need to empty it out now, and as soon as this is empty we can destroy it, which is good. I like that. I also want to get one of the extra row houses done, but not all of them. Do we have the bricks for it? We now have 11,800 bricks. That's not yet enough, but almost. We're getting close. I went all AMD. Oh, nice, nice. I do think, anyways, that if you go for a system, you should go for either one. So full AMD or full something else, you know. If you try to combine stuff, that's usually where the error comes in. And then, of course, you can still get unlucky like I was with my AMD stuff, because at some point it still didn't work out, though. But, you know, that's just bad luck. Oh, he would have loved it, Kev. He would have loved it. And we would have loved watching him and Boyshot play it. Man, we still miss the guy. So, still crazy and surreal that he's no longer here with us. Some sites like Twitter, if you want to verify your age, then you have to give Elon Musk your personal info, which, nah. But yeah, in Denmark for all the official government stuff and similar. And we have an ID confirmation system as well via the government. Yeah, us too. You know, the government already has your ID stuff because they give out your ID, so that's not a big problem. We just have some official stuff that you can use then. And even then, like when I have to use a certain app to verify my that I'm me with an ID, still a lot of the information is actually blacked out. So even if I have to show it somewhere, a lot of the information, like my personal ID number that only the government knows, is blacked out. And also, they still don't get all of your information. They just need to see that you actually have a valid card and need to be able to verify your picture on it so that they know it's you. But most of the data is still being blocked out. So it's actually not that badly done out here. I mean, there's always ways to improve it, but it's not that badly done. So, but you know, all of those platforms like Twitter and all are all the same. That's why I don't have any of it. I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, I don't have Snapchat or whatever it's all called. I don't have any of it. All I have is YouTube, that's it. And in terms of like the real big social media, I do have a WhatsApp to chat with my co-workers and my wife and all the family, because everybody has it. As soon as I can, I'll get rid of it at some point. I do need my smartphone now for work and all. As soon as I don't need it anymore, I'll just ditch my smartphone and get a normal phone that can only call and text. But yeah, I don't have any of these social medias, and I don't miss it for a second. And I lead a happy life, you know, so just delete it all and be gone with it. It's nice. It'll enrich your life. Village house done. Nice. So this area is now pretty much ready too. We got some new families in here. This is a married one, but most of these are actually new families that came in, which is also why this is working out so nicely now. And I'm starting to think that we might do an area here with a forester and 3 forest areas where he can always chop down one, because they do need a lot of charcoal and all here, and wood. This needs wood, so a nice area might be cool here, I think. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Sarah's new PC is category super. Nice. Well, you know, you invest a lot of money in it, so yeah, should be all good then. But hey, kudos to you. Congratulations with that, Cirrus. Hope it will be worth it. Messenger from Merefa. Let me quickly check this before I read the chat again. Export stock 1,000. Town storage 0. I don't mind. Let's sell 1,000. Let's sell some salt. Let's get a bit more warm clothing. Deal. We need more wheat. Nope. Okay, should we get some textiles? Yeah, let's buy the textiles too. We have plenty of money anyway. Who cares? Who cares? Hey, Gamer Mama. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? Here to leave a like. Ah, I guess you're busy then. Well, thanks so much for dropping in and leaving a like. That is very much appreciated. Hope you're all good. Then comes the 1% who own a 5080, 5090. Oh, I don't know. What do I have, Rodok? I have no clue. I was lucky with my AMD CPU and fingers crossed my NVIDIA GPU. Oh, well, you know, nice, nice. As long as it works, it works. That's impressive. I've had Twitter since 2009 and I stay in contact with most of my friends via that and other social medias. And I have a lot of online friends, so I can't cut it off. Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, I have a lot of online friends too, but they're all out here, like on YouTube and chatting with me in streams and all. But, you know, I think, especially my online friends and all, that's all overrated in a term that if you really want to be friends, there will always be a way. So, oh, I do have Discord, by the way, but that's a server that you have to, you know, you have to get into my server, and I'm the moderator there, so I can kick everybody out. But, you know, I'd rather keep friends close in the sense that my friends have all my personal information and we call or whatever, or we do a video call or whatever. But I don't need Twitter or anything to stay in touch with my friends. But hey, everybody has his own thing. But I'm just really happy that I don't have any of the social media and not spending my time on it. It's always such a shame to see people waste portions of their life scrolling on all those apps which just give them very short clips and all to enjoy. I guess it can be fun and there'll probably be some nice things out there. But you know, all the hatred and stuff that's on there as well, I'm not a big fan of it. So I'd rather skip it. But hey, that's everybody his own thing. 50-70, I think. Ah, okay. In which range does it bring me then, Roadhog? Am I in the 90% loser range, or what am I in? Welcome back, Vladimir. How did the hunt go? Hope it went well. Or didn't you go out hunting the vermin? Alright, Saltworks doing really good. Produced so much salt already. Quite tempted to just build an extra storage for it. Now here we have the extra carts that we built, and they are doing very good with it. Lots of carts being used, so that's nice. This one will be destroyed soon. We have the new clay pit, so we can also destroy this one. Clear the area here. Once this one is done with all these trees, we will also get rid of that one, but for now it's good. The hunt has gone uneventful. Well, I guess that's good news then, because then there was no big trouble with it. Is that a way to put it, or? I mean, if it was an eventful hunt with lots of things to hunt and all, then it might not be good news. Okay, so we're building a row house. We still need a ton of bricks, but we have them, so we can finish the row house. Then we're going to get this. I think it's time for a new animal, people. Should we go for sheep or chickens? I think we should go for sheep, because then we can also get into warm clothing. But I'll leave it up to all of you. So you all get to vote very soon. There we go. I'll leave it up to chat. The wisdom of the crowd. Should we get sheep or should we get chickens next? Chickens will provide meat and eggs, which is just an extra source of food. Sheep will also provide wool and skin that we can use in the production of warm clothing. Now we are still busy importing warm clothing. Then we can set up the whole infrastructure to make our own warm clothing. So it will be a different thing, but it will be nice if we could get it. So, but I'll leave that up to your capable wisdom. It's good news. Ah, see? About a 30%er. Gee, but hey, you're Dutch. I'll get my supercomputer one day. And of course, anybody that is watching can vote. So don't hold back like, oh, I'm not chatting. I should probably not vote. Anybody can vote. So please cast your votes. Should I get sheep or chickens? It is up to you. And if it's 50-50... I will just take my pick, because then apparently chat can't get to a decision. So if you see it's still 50-50, make sure you vote. 2,500 lime in here. Yeah, that's good. We don't get that many cowhide, so I'm going to put this down to 2,000. Or 1,000, and then get some extra lime in here. That will be nice, so that we can store a bit more lime and the lime maker can keep going. Looks like we are running out of burial plots again. So I might have to do something about that too right now. But this is just our one graveyard. The very first one, so we didn't get too many deaths in the first 12 years. But still, we're going to need to find a spot at some point for a bigger one. Right now we just need to get more ash trees going. So that it is pretty much looking the same. And then we have our full graveyard up. There we go. This should be it. Yep, that's it. Okay, so we have to find a new spot for the graveyard too. If you haven't cast your vote, do it quickly, because I will soon close off the vote. And then we will get into the actual building of one of the two animals. There we go. Just a few more bricks need to come in, but that's not bad. Nails. We have 4,000 nails, so yep, we're good. We have 800 threads now. Nice. So just some more stuff coming in, and then they can start to build. They should already be able to start build because all the stones are in. But I guess most of them are now helping to pick up all the goods. That's probably it. Kind of like the firewood stall. I mean, it looks nice. Lots and lots of firewood stored in it. Pretty cool. Are you Welsh or New Zealander to go for sheep? I don't know. Alright, cast your votes now. 3, 2, 1. And the poll. Alright, and the final vote is sheepies. There. Alright, we're gonna go for sheepies. For reference, let's get the size of the sheep farm. It's pretty sizable. Now, it will all need to go over here because this is where our clothing industry is. So we need to get extra tanners and stuff in here. So this is where we need to keep that. So we might go for a little sheep corner out here. And then we might also need a few extra pastures soon. Alright, 1 and 2. And let's flip it around. 3 and 4. That's it. Alright, let's check. You can add a pasture or use the regular pasture on the farms. We will do that. 6 months is the breeding age. That's all nice. In each winter, animals 15 hay and water per month. Water consumption is 40% less when grazing. Build hay dryers. So yeah, we just need to store up on hay and water. That's it. So it also will need a couple of wells to provide for them. Luckily, they've made these little places in here where we can just put in a well. And then we'll just set up like industry-like sheep farming so that we can get plenty of sheep. We can also do a little bit of an area for more hay dryers, and then we should be good. Messenger from Balaklia. We can actually sell a bit of clothing right now because we're totally maxed out. And that's it. Do we need more iron? No, we're good. Alright, alright. Let's see, what did I miss in chat? Hey, here it is. Good to see you. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Just got in here, time to vote. Nice, nice. Well, you got a bit of the deciding vote, so that's good. Are you winning? Well, I don't know if I'm winning, but I'm having fun, if that counts. Hope it does. But yeah, this is what we have so far. Our big town here with a nice circular design. Our school out here. We have the Church of the Holy Oak out here. And, well, some industries. We're starting to build a little row house area here, which should be getting quite big at some point. But yeah, we take the time. And of course, we have our little suburb or whatever you call it out here. So yeah, we've done quite okay so far. Hey, Karen, good to see you. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Love the neighborhood designs in circles. Must have been complicated to achieve. Actually, not so much. Once you start out, all you do is, you know, you use the R and T buttons to just rotate it. And then you rotate it, place a house, you rotate it, place a house, rotate it. That's actually all I did. And it worked out quite well so far, so... yeah, nothing too bad. Okay, they're building the row house, which of course takes a lot of time. But once it's done, we can have room for another 6 families, which will be good. This house actually has a lane through. If we zoom in enough, you can see actually that you can look through it. Now, this is supposed to be at some point to be a completely closed off line of like almost like a fortress with row houses, and then they can only get in and out using these ports. So we'll need to make more of those. But that's the bigger idea. Of course, it's going to take a few streams to really take shape of that. But yeah, that's kind of the idea that we're placing the row houses here. So we'll get 2 corner houses that will go this way. And then we'll probably build a regular house and then go this way. And then do another one with 3 maybe. And then, I don't know, still figuring out exactly how it's supposed to go, but we'll build a nice little fortress that way. How's the family here at Ev, and how's the garden work and all going? I know if you've been busy with that. We got a married family, that's nice, but hopefully we'll get some more regulars in too. All homes without gardens. Yep, everything is without a garden. So, you know, that's how I learned the game, because when I started out playing this game, there weren't even garden houses in, and I thought, you know what, let's get back to that. Hope we're still good on the food production and all. Yeah, we're still good. We've produced 60,000 so far. We've used 50,000, so it's still good. Yeah, we're using more than we actually sold. So, yeah. We're there. I didn't know what you remind me. I need coffee. Do you need a reminder for that? Thought you wouldn't. Let's go check the animals quickly. I know we can automate this, but I always like to do this manually, as most of you already know. So yeah, don't get too angry with me. I just like to do this manually. There we go. Let's slaughter a bunch of bulls. We have way too many bulls. But hey, that's where all the shoes come from, and that'll keep the ladies in your town happy. So we need to slaughter these animals so we can make boots. For the ladies. Wow, that's a ton of bulls in this one. That's not producing much milk then. Oh well. Ostriv was updated. A few interesting new buildings. Yeah, well, not too many, but a few. Like the firewood stall, which actually works wonders. It's really good. I have one right here. It stores 2,000 firewood. It's actually a bit more now. And you only need a lady in there, so you don't have to use firewood in your regular market stalls anymore. And it can store a lot more than the other one, so it's way easier to use. So that is really nice. I really love that building. And other than that, I actually don't know about any new buildings yet. Did something else come in? I don't think so. Or is there an update out right now? That could also be the case. But then I missed it, and I'll probably get it after the stream. But would be nice if there'll be more buildings in then. Oh, it says an update. Wow. Completed today, right before the stream, but I don't see a change log, so... Can't see what's new, but yeah, that will be probably a little bit fixing up. I cannot wait personally for the multiple shaped fields and housing and all, that we can use multiple corners except the 4 that we have now. That will just change the look of a lot of stuff so much. I'm really looking forward to it. Today I did need a reminder the grumpy level did not raise, then it started as an avalanche. Ah, okay. Did you know that those row houses had elevated ground floors to escape entrance doors to be painted with mixture of dirt and horse manure? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they do have that here too. Elevated stuff, so... Today I didn't need a... Oh, yeah. Hey, Laura! Welcome in. Good to see you. Kind of sleepy today and trying to wake up still. What animal did we vote for? I think I missed the poll. We voted for sheep. So we set up a sheep area. It's going to get done soon. Hopefully. And then we still have to import some sheep. And we have to wait until all of them actually will be filled with sheep. But we do have some money to spare. So we could buy a good bunch of sheep. But yeah, this is the new wood stall. So that's nice. We're building another single cart parking. The windmill is ready. Let's... start operating another windmill then. Apply to all. Let's put a cart in here. Let's hook it up. And then we will get another windmill. We still have plenty of wheat, so that's good. Nice little town. Thanks, Bluey. Thanks. Do you play Ostriv, Bluey? Or is it too less violent for you? You usually play all those shooter games and also. Garden is doing okay. Weather has been a little messed up. Cold and rainy, and now sunny and really hot. Ah, okay. Well, I hope it doesn't mess up the garden too much. I don't drink anything that has caffeine after 7 PM because if I do, I tend not to be able to sleep. Yeah, I have that like when I drink it like past 8 in the evening or something like that. But I usually tend to drink my last cup of coffee, I don't know, somewhere around 4... in the afternoon, something like that. Then I usually just tend to stop and don't drink coffee anymore. And that's usually the best way for me to, at some point, fall asleep again. Wow, we have a ton of buckwheat. Let me quickly focus just on the buckwheat. Last year, we produced 5,500 and we sold 6,800. So we should actually be getting less. Although this was the first year that we didn't produce so much. We've also had years where we produced really a lot. So it might also be that some of this is simply not being brought in from the fields. That might be a problem. So we might have to deal with that another way. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. Some more clothing, yes. Can we sell buckwheat here? Yes, alright. Let's sell some buckwheat. So that we can really get it off the fields. Because I think the problem might be that we're not getting everything off the fields. And then, of course, we didn't produce that much. So let's sell off a little bit of buckwheat here now that we can. That might be helpful. And then we'll see. At least we're making a lot of money. And can we also... Oh, we have only 15 days. And they don't have sheep. Okay. Well, then don't have to worry about it. Could get some extra leather, but... don't know why. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Hey, Sim Farmer, welcome in. Good to see you. It looks relaxing. Maybe I should. I think you should. It is a really nice and relaxing game. You can ask a lot of people. Cooper plays it. Herodef plays it. It's just nice and relaxed and easy and, you know, you can have a great time with it. And you have to also, you know, you can let your creativity go. You have to think a little bit here and there, like, what should I build where? How should I build it? So... I really enjoy it, but I think that's obvious with the amount of stuff I've put up on my channel with Ostriv. New family settling in town. Nice. Getting more and more new families in. I only drink booze twice a year, my birthday and New Year's. Ah, nice. That's 2 times more than I do, but nice, nice, nice. I really don't drink booze. How's Sim Farmer doing? Hope you're all good. Have you played any Ostriv lately, Karen? Or playing other games? Takes me 3 days to recover. Wow. Well, must have been 2 big parties then. Your birthday and New Year's. How did you remember that I'm from Finland? We tend to have an interest in people, Sim Farmer, so you've been here before and we've chatted with you, so we try to remember. And then we know you're from Finland. So that's why we tend to do that. I think with the sheepies we can be good with only one of these tanneries. I don't think we need an extra slaughterhouse as well, but we might need a special storage for like the mutton and all, and also for the sheep hides, although they could go in here. Sheep hides. We don't have sheep hides available yet, but it might be good if we start to set it up already. Let's also store 1,000 of those, and then we can bring down the lime over time to 2,500. And then we're going to need a fulling mill and all, but it has to be on the water. So I have to see if we can do it out here or maybe out there later on. Might actually be good to already try and figure out where we can place that. Like we can do one here. Fulling mills can be a little bit of a pain though. Sometimes you'll build one and then it will still tell you that it is blocking something even though it should not be. But let's already plan 2 fulling mills. So that we can really go with the sheep messenger from Barvin Cove. Yeah, not much to do there. Hey Cat, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? All fine here, thanks so much. It's we're good. Having a nice weekend so far. Nice cool weather, not too warm. Next 2 days will be okay. After that, temperature's gonna climb to like 30 or something like that on Saturday or Friday. I don't know, getting way too warm again. And yeah, we had a nice good day. And well, it's gonna be an interesting week. Tomorrow I have to do 2 funerals, so it'll be busy, long day. Then hopefully Tuesday I have time to really work on the channel. Also check the Discord and get some stuff in there and all. So, but we'll see. Every day's different and you never know. I mean, in the funeral work, you can't really plan forward. So it could well be that tomorrow I get a lot more funeral work for the rest of the week. But we never know. But yeah, we're good. Just not looking forward to the hot temperatures, but how did you check if those fulling mills block any fishing spots, or does that not really matter? Oh, I don't really check that. What you can do is you turn on the fishing spots, and then you can see if they actually go on a fishing spot. These are already emptied out. They are right here. So they might... I don't really think they will block the fishing spot. It's mostly that they will either block the river, or when you terraform around it, you can't really reach them anymore. That happens every now and then. But other than that, you should not worry about it too much. And look at how many fishing spots we have all around the map. You know, we have plenty of fishing spots, so I don't really worry about it. Oops, that's the wrong button. So, I don't know. I shouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, you can also, if you don't really use the overlays, and this is something for everyone that plays the game. If you don't really use the overlays, maybe play around with them a little bit. You know, you can quickly, if you turn on stored resources, this might actually confuse you because there's all of a sudden so much stuff. But if you focus on certain areas, you can see that these are really filling up, and they also have a lot of leather in here already. So I might need an extra storage for leather because apparently we cannot get rid of the leather. And then I can go around, check my other storages, see where the leather should go. And now I see I actually don't have a storage for leather. So this can help you in certain areas to find certain problems and deal with them. You can also find resources. So, you know, if you want to know something about a specific resource like hemp oil, click hemp oil. And now we can see all hemp oil on the map. So there's 100 in here. This one is carrying 100 to that storage, to that marketplace. And this is where the hemp is. So there are some very easy tools you can use in this map. So if you don't really use these things a lot, then you should probably do it a little bit more. You can also quickly see the water supply. So if we see out here, around this part of town, these wells are filled up well, but these are all a bit short. So we might need 1 or 2 extra wells here to make sure that we never run out. So this is a very easy way to give you information about what's going on in your game. So I suggest, if you don't really use it, you might want to start using it a bit more, because it is very handy. If used correctly, of course. Alright, I think we can store a little bit of leather in here, which might already be good for the channers. You're very strange people in a good way. Ah, why are we strange? Well, you know, we love you, Sim Farmer, but hey. No, it's all good. Got to go. See you in chat next time. Okay, thanks, Steven. Thanks for being here. It's very much appreciated. You have a good one. Have a good week. And would love to see you soon again. Take care. Okay, so we are now storing some leather here. We might build some extra storages soon, but for now we should be okay. Nothing ordered. This is all having what it needs, so it doesn't need anything extra. Do I have the max? Yes, I have the maximum amount of builders. Here comes the first sheep farm. Now we can start to really get this working. Let's make sure we hire only ladies. They can use a fallow field. And now let's set it up properly. So what's the max? 750 for the water. So we'll do for the hay. So we'll do 750 as the max. They can now start to fill this. And then once a trader comes in that can get us sheep, we can get our first sheep. I am thinking about giving these all their own cart parking as well. Can we actually fit that in here? No, that's not going to work. We can just build a cart parking right next to it though. So that they will all have at least one cart to, you know, grab hay and all that stuff. I think that can be very handy. I actually think I'm going to remove these and put them in a different spot here. Because I think they can also go somewhere in here. That'll be fine too. So they're not in the route passing here. I think that's good. Okay. Well, we're getting somewhere. And they're filling it up. So as soon as a trader comes by now, we can get our sheeps. Nice. I have forgotten, but I have to credit you to the world champion in ice hockey. Well done, neighbor. Ah, did Finland become world champions in ice hockey? Very good, very good. Still busy, got horses to seal. Ooh, nice, nice. So, did you have any issues with your, what was it, your hand or your arm or your wrist again, Cat? Or is everything just perfectly healed up now and everything's going well? How's your hubby doing, Laura? And how are you doing? I mean, it must be a lot for you taking care of the kids and hubby and all the time now because he's healing up. So how are you holding up? Alright, let's sell charcoal. Let's sell some sunflower oil. Oh, we can only have 5 exports at one time. Still, they don't have sheep, so we cannot get any sheep from them. I have to find another trader to get some sheep. Cooper, where can I buy sheep? You know all those things from memory. I rarely trade for sheep, so I wouldn't know actually where to get them. Probably in Balaklia. I think that's where we can get sheep, but let me know. Rest is all good now, thanks. I'm back to leatherwork and painting without any issues. Just making sure to take extra breaks to prevent any more errors. That's very smart. That's very smart. And, you know, also do like a little bit of warm-up. So, you know, twist them around and stuff before you get to work. And that's good. And I guess... if you were talking about, you know, slowing things down and not going to do so many commissions and all anymore because they just give you stress and all. I think it's also stress and stuff that can get into your body like that. And then your wrist starts to hurt. Not really because you're overusing it, but also it's a combination of using it a lot and stress and stuff. So maybe also taking the decision to go back a little bit on it, you know, might also already help out. And maybe you don't even have to worry about it that much anymore because you got rid of the stress, you're doing it a little bit slower, and then, you know, all is well, and you can just do whatever you want now. At least I hope for you, because that will be good news. I know with my hand, don't force it more than you can manage. That's true, Kev. That's true, Kev. How are you holding up with your hand? How's the pain? Is it now better? Ooh, we already get another sheep farm up. That's nice. It'll be a bit sheepy, but well, we did send out the trader to Balaklia, so as soon as he arrives, we can get some sheeps in. I'm not sure we have enough fallow fields, but that sounded surprisingly innuendo. Really? I don't know. Very hard when I got wrapped up in what I'm doing and forget time is passing. I have to set alarms to remind me to get up and stretch. Ah, that's good, that's good. Alright, let's do apply to all and apply to all. So now all the settings apply to this one too. Immediately all the ladies got in, which is good. And I can of course give them all their own pasture, and the size doesn't really matter. So you can give them pretty small pastures. But I really want all my fields to be, you know, fertilized. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and let them get on all the fields out there. Might even be better to just get a few extra fields instead of getting pastures where the manure won't do any good. But we'll see. Arrived in Balaklia. We can get 10 sheep and a ram. If we do 2 rams, then we can spread these out over 2. So we can do 5 sheep and a ram in 2 places. I think that'll be good. So let's make a deal. Let's also sell some more sunflower oil. Let's sell a bit more clothing. Yeah, that'll be good. Morphine is a wonderful thing, but only occasionally, otherwise painkillers every day. Ah, yeah. But I guess it's manageable now, at least I hope for you. Hobby is doing better enough that I don't have to go much for him. Oh, that's good. Make meals once in a while, but he does too. He can drive again, but car battery issues. But getting a new one soon. Oh, nice, nice. And the kids are fine. Oh, good, good. Get back in your shed, road dog. Please don't tell us what you do in that shed. So how's his job now then, Laura? Is he still, he was working as a teacher, wasn't he? It's been a while since we talked about that, but is he still going back there soon and going back to work anytime soon, or? Let's get rid of all these small bushes, I don't like those. And of course we have to get rid of all these trees anyway, so let's get rid of them. Another trader from Merefa. Well, all the traders are coming in. That's nice. So we can sell our products. We can buy some extra hemp. Do we need extra wheat? No. We have plenty. Okay, there we go. All is good. Your animal shed needs to be quite close to a field if you want the animals to use them. I have actually seen them travel quite far, but I guess this is a good test. See how far the sheep will go. If they go all the way here, then we know the answer. We do have very filled up farms though. We produced a lot of food. Let me also start selling some potatoes. And then once we start to run out, we can always unsell them. Well, that we cannot do, but we can always make sure that we don't sell any more potatoes then. We can sell 2,000 to this place. There we go. Have to get rid of some of the foods because the farms are way too full. A cave. So you're a caveman. Interesting. Well, we have to wait for the sheep to arrive. Looks like the trader will come in from there. There comes the sheepies. Look at that. They all follow the first sheep. Look at that. Can we see differences in the sheep? Yep, there's 2 with big horns and all the rest doesn't have horns. So there's one with a black hat. Look at that. They all have white hats. There's one black hat. That's okay. It's cool. I like the different sheep. That this have... Yep, they also have food. So let's move one of the rams. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheep. So now they will both have 5 sheep and a ram. There we go. Yes. And now they can start to reproduce, which is good because they can already reproduce hopefully fairly quickly. New changes. Your sheep will not go that far. Ah, okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it, and otherwise we can make a few small pastures for them or something like that. That shouldn't be a problem. How much hay do we have? 23,000. So we might really have to invest in some hay gathering. Of course, we already gather hay out here. We can just make another section of that. We can just do it right next to this, I guess. We can use that area as a road. And then... we can fence this off. Keep using it as something of a road like this. And now they will only come in here to mow the grass. And we have a nice hay area set up for this. Might also need a little bit of a storage for that though. So let's get hay barracks. Hey, let's get barracks. There we go. Uneven terrain. Oh, you're not. There we go. There we go. He hasn't been working for some time. Some teacher lied about him and they took her word and let him go without checking records. He's on disability now because of different workplace back injury. Ah, okay, okay. And then as soon as he's back up on his feet and he can work again, will he look for like a new job? A new teacher job? Hope we can find one quickly. If he's looking for a new one. Should be able to. He's probably a good teacher. Okay. Oh, they're delivering stuff to the car parkings. That's good. We also need these soon then to store all the hay that we're gonna get. We don't really need the last of the sheep farms yet. Probably should do apply to all so that this one will get supplied. And once that is done, we can take the ladies out for a while. And then when we get enough newborns, we can start to move things over. No required resource in the export stock. Why are they not stocking it up then? Bad people. You should be stocking it up. Did not get the horse. Get this, you did not get the potatoes. Oh well, it'll be fine. Let's get a cart and hook it up. And then we'll do that with the other ones too. Merifa only has chicken, so that is not working out. We can sell a bit of extra salt. Let's go. We have plenty of wells here now. We also have some good water slowly coming in, but not that fast, so it would be nice if this really gets all above 100 and we can really start to get what we need. They're already... oh, they're filling this one up now. That's why they're using so much water at the moment. Alright, this one can be used by these ladies now. All the milk should be processed. This will also get us extra milk again for the dairy. And we can see it's still every time emptied out. But that extra milk will help get extra cheese, which is good. And we got almost 600 people now. We started under 500, so we got quite a few extra hands. And now we're going to get the last cart parking in, then big hay barracks, and then the last sheep farm. Now, of course, sheep will only be shaved once a year. I should probably set it in here somewhere. Shearing wool is done every spring. So every spring we will get wool from it. After a while, though, you will run out, of course, if you have fooling mills. But once we get full sheep pastures, sheep sheds, then we should be good. We will get a ton of wool that we won't probably be able to use as well. So that'll be good. Okay, they can build the hay barracks. We still have to set up this area for all of this. And what we need with that is some good storage space. Of course, we might get into some uneven terrain issues here. But I think we can get lucky. I want to get 2 storages if we can. Yes. Actually, let's put it on the back here. Let's do the same with this one. And then we might be able to put in an extra cart parking here. A big one. Yes. Oh, that'll be good. That'll give some extra carts out here. We also already have this one. Oh, they're not even using the carts. Okay, we don't have to do that. That's good. We'll get plenty of wool. Sheep are cut in March. Ah, okay, exactly in March. I guess they can do it all spring, but usually they'll just be done in March. I guess that might be it. But it's good if they use it and shear them all in March. They'll be good. The lady said he was leaving early and other bullshit. It was an internship, so because it ended like that, there he has no chance to get back in, I don't think. The work injury was from Bevmo and he sued. Ah, okay. But is there like any other schools or anything where he could go try and find another job? I mean, very nasty from the lady to come up with such bullshit, and then, you know, it would be tough if he can now no longer get like a nice teaching position because of that, so. He's waiting for the lawsuit settlement to happen before looking for any work. Ah, okay, and that might take a while, I guess. Well, as long as Joel can make ends meet, that's the most important thing. And then hopefully you can get a good settlement, and then you all can get back up on your feet. Okay, another hay barracks, then we get another sheep farm. The area is starting to fill up a bit more here, which I like. It starts to feel more like it's getting into one big town. This was still to be a temporary farm in the beginning, and I'm still thinking at some point we might just remove this and put it somewhere on the edge. And we get more houses and all in, but for now, this area is kind of working out. It's, I like it. It's a pretty nice town so far. Mutton for everyone. Well, that would be nice, but I don't think there'll be any slaughtering anytime soon. That might take a while. But then, yeah, there might be some mutton for everybody. That would be nice. Have to start setting up some places to sell mutton, but I don't think we'll get like the big numbers. Same with the beef. I mean, you get nice numbers of beef. We got up to 3,800, which isn't bad, and most of it was sold, so that's good. But you know, it's not like you really get the high numbers. But you know, anything helps. 3,800 beef means 38 people could eat from it, so that's good. Still means that we will help with the food diversity and all. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit too early. This is 11 months, so we can slaughter that one because the 11-month-old will soon start to reproduce. This one will have to wait. Well, right now with 4 cow sheds, we got a ton of shoes, which is really good. Might actually be able to put up even more shoes in here. Messenger from Derkachi. Alright, let's sell shoes. Deal. Let's sell some buckwheat. Deal. Let's sell some charcoal. Deal. Sunflower oil. Yeah, we can sell some. And some clothing. Yeah, nope, not gonna sell clothing. I want to build up again before we do that. These have salt and stuff, but no sheepies or anything. And nothing else that we need. Do we need iron? Nope. Okay, so this is all. This is good. A lot of meat comes from pigs. Yeah, but they also eat a lot of food, so I'm not a big fan of the pigs in the game, but you know, the idea of this town is to make it big, and we might just have to get some pigs and something. I don't know. I have to wait until winter's over before we at some point get some new hay, but we should have plenty for now. I don't rule it out, but the education system these days is kind of like that everywhere, so he's not feeling encouraged. Scrap teachers with seniority take over good starting out ones. Yeah, so sad. Well, maybe there's a whole different kind of job or whatever that it will suit him at some point. So, you know, there's a lot more stuff that you can do in the world. We'll just hope he finds a good job and he'll be happy doing that. That's all that matters. Doesn't really matter what you do as long as you're just happy with it and you enjoy it, I think. That's all that matters. Look at all the windmills go. I like it. It's very cool. Right, here comes the latest of the sheep farms. Pigs in this town with no homes with gardens would be a problem. Well, I guess if you build a dedicated farm for them, you can have some pigs, but you need to save space for it and have a dedicated farm just for the pigs, and then it might be possible, but it's gonna be an interesting thing. Really have to do the numbers on that at some point to really see if it's worth it or not. Okay, this one is up and running too. Let's do again, apply to all and apply to all. But this one is already filled up and we don't need these anymore. So let's get them out. They can now start to fill this one up. And then, ooh, we already got a newborn. Yay! We got 2 newborns. Nice. And then from now on, these will slowly start to fill. And then we can start to move them over to the other ones. We are now getting into the tanning business. And then after the 2 fulling mills, or we'll just build 1 for now. We only need 1 in the beginning. We're going to get into a row house. We now have 20,000 bricks. So we should be able to build these 2 row houses fairly quickly. Which will be nice. But first a tanner, so that at least we can get it ready for sheep tanning. I won't be doing any sheep tanning anytime soon, but at least it's possible. We can also see that we need a few more hides to get another batch of leather going. They are emptying it out now though, which is good news, but yeah, already 2,500 leather in here. Might be able to raise this number a little bit, but not too much, because we also need to save space for the hemp. Although the hemp seeds are now all used in the oiler, I think. So we can stop storing those. See, they will all be used. Plenty of hemp oil though. Wish we could also sell the hemp oil, but that's not possible yet. We just have to sell it in town, which is good. We just want a lot more hemp. This town is also not selling hemp, so... Alright, alright. Yeah, it's a good thing hubby's versatile in his tenants. Yep! Oh, that's good. Very good. Also want to finish the 5th circle. I've been getting quite far already, but, you know, I do want to keep working on it, and at some point finish it up. Although, might have to go a little wider, actually. We're going to get a little bit close into it. And I might have to add another well. I do like to mix up the wells. Not only do the stone wells, also sometimes, you know, this one. Still like this type of well. It's a pretty cool well. And this will slowly get the 5th circle done. And then we really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's only 4, so it'll be cool to get all the way up here. People don't go into pigs because they are using same food as villagers. So if you're not careful, you have no more food for villagers and they're leaving and pigs are dying. Yeah, exactly. But I think it's doable if you just plan it out right and make sure that, you know, things go well. And then you can actually get pigs and have fun with them. But, ooh, 2 extra sheep. Yeah, that's not really worth it. But yeah, you have to do some careful planning. But like a town like this... My town is way more likely to run into food issues, and then, you know, you get into a big people moving out of town, than if you have garden houses, because then there will always be people staying. So this is already a higher risk town, because they might just all go crazy when I don't have food and then a lot of people leave. Alright, we can see that the cows are out and about, at least from 2 cow sheds. Here we probably have, yep, this is a fallow field and I don't see any animals inbound. Here we have another one. So yeah, coops, I think you're right. They're not moving that far anymore. Looks like... Oh, here are cows too. These are all... Oh, this is a fallow field. This is actually where the sheep should be able to go, I think. That is not that far. This is very close. Oh, there goes some sheepies. Okay, nice. So we have some sheep moving into a pasture. Okay, now we're probably out of... Yeah, I think we are out of fallow fields close enough so that they're not getting into a fallow field. Now, of course, while they're in their shed, they will use a lot more food than when they are in a fallow field. So it might be worth setting up a farm at some point, or give this one their own pasture for a bit. I'm gonna just give them a pasture for a little bit, so that at least they can graze and not use up all my food. Ooh, we got... Ooh, nice. Ah, there's the tiny sheep. I love that they also include, like, small sheep. That's so cool. I like it. Okay, this one is filled up. Let's get the ladies out. Alright, we got an extra sheep. Nice. Ooh, what's the issue here? No nets. Yeah. Oh, all the boats need repair. Why isn't this guy keeping up? Oh, there's only one. Should get 2 then. Should get 2 then. Cute little lamb. Yeah, they're so cool. They're so cool. We should have them in here too. 1 at least. Yep, there's 1. And we should also be able to spot. Can you also spot smaller cows? I don't know. Doesn't really look like it, but they might already be too old to spot. But yeah, these are pretty big. So I don't really see... Oh, this is a smaller one. By the looks of it. No. Yeah, it is smaller than that one. So this one must be younger. Alright. You do see it with the chickens too, but we don't have chickens yet. But you can see it with the chickens. Alright, these will all get a very good yield mostly. This road should disappear and then it should get a better yield. So that should all be okay. And now this tanner is ready. Now we're going to set this one to 10 sheepskin, not anything else. We can still do apply to all and apply to all. And then this will start to do sheepskin. But since we're not slaughtering, we're not going to get the people in yet. But this will then be used for sheepskin, which is good. Piglets are cute little bacon buddies. Nice. Right, here comes the fulling mill. I love the build of the fulling mill. Like 2 boats and then they put a big wheel in the middle. This is so cool. I love the build of this. And look at all the mechanics. Look at all the mechanics. There's all these turning wheels and gears and all. It's so cool. Here they go. Let's keep a look at this so I can have a sip from my drink and you can all just watch the fulling mill being built. And there we are. Here is the fulling mill now floating in the water. It should turn the wool into broadcloth, which is nice because we need that for the next step to make warm clothing. This can house 5,000 wool. Should probably set this to 4,500 because the total storage is 5,000. And then this can start to make broadcloth for us. Then the sheep skin will be turned into sheep hides. And together that can be turned into warm clothing. So yeah, they need broadcloth and sheepskin for that. The sheep hides will be turned into sheepskin here, and then they can make broadcloth. So then we can also make our own warm clothing, which will be very nice. I'm going to take advantage of the sun being out to seal some models. You do that, Cat. You do that. You have a great time with that. I'll have to bid you all goodbye for now. Thanks for the stream and take care. Thank you very much. You take care. Say hi to your mother and Mishka from us. And we'd love to see you soon again. Good luck with the models. You can do it. And don't forget to take time to relax every now and then. You deserve it. And we'll see you soon. Me and Piglets being bacon buddies. Oops, that's not what he said. Alright, well, they should be getting in some wool soon. I guess I'm going to store the wool out here as well in one of these storages. That might be good. And then might also get this one its own cart for using. They already use carts. See, they use carts. So why not give them 2 cart places so that they can make their own... They can have their own carts and then make sure they can get as much wool as possible. 200, 300... And they can turn that into broadcloth. I don't know the numbers from memory, but... it doesn't say here. But I guess it will be good numbers, so we can get some nice broadcloth out of this. Messenger from the cut, she's almost leaving. Well, we made some good sales. We could use a bit more iron, though, until we get that extra smelter up. Okay, so that is working out. They are now going to start working on the next row house. Ooh, is this store not being... Ooh, the store is having a few supply issues. Might want to... Oh, we might have to get a granary out here somewhere too. And maybe some extra market stalls. But I don't really want to do extra market stalls. But I think a granary out here will help with the supply. Especially if we build more row houses and get more stores in. Then having a granary in here that is being well supplied might be a good bonus. So let's build a granary in here. Give it at least 2 carts of its own. And then that can be used to supply the area here so that we have no people with hunger. Might be good to not have people with hunger in there. Ooh, they made the first broadcloth already. Nice. They both working? Yes. Okay, so we get 20. Doesn't look like they used a lot of wool for making that, so that's good. I like it that on some buildings you can actually see a progress bar and see how far it is. I think the fulling mill should get that too, so that you can see when the next batch is done. Like with the wheat, when you turn it into flour, you get the progress bar and then you can see when it's done. Now we don't really see when it's done. I kind of want to see that. Ooh, they used 50 wood now. 50 something like that. And then we get 10 broadcloth out of it, 20. So it will probably be like 25 wool and you get 10 broadcloth or something? That'd probably be it. Oh well. Let's take a look at the farms for a second. Okay, they are emptying them out because we will soon get another harvest. See, there's still potatoes and buckwheat, but this one is almost empty, which is good news. This one still has a lot, so, but also some spoiling stuff. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Cooper out telling jokes. Yeah, we got some good flour too. But that's okay. We can turn this up to 1500 to help store some of the flour. Let's get to the next granary, do the same. And, you know, there's a lot of room for buckwheat and potatoes. They're just not getting it in. So for a little while, I'm going to do apply labor by hand. I think quite a few laborers will still be busy on the farm. But as soon as they'll be free, we can have these people by hand help out get the stuff from the farm so that the farms get emptied out in time. I think that will be, for now, a good option. And we do have plenty of people that are able to do those jobs. So, yep, they're hiring. Let's make sure we get some more stuff out of the different farms. That'll be good. Oh, this is nice. Nothing ordered, so all the ships are working again as long as they have the nets. Well, they do, so that's good. Only this one not, but there's 5 nets available, so that's a bit weird. Just need to get the guy in so that he can put the net in the boat and that's it. Oh well, should be fine. Alright, we are already past the 2-hour mark for the stream. I have a busy day tomorrow. I'm not going to stop right away, but I will slowly, at some point, get this one to a lovely end. So just be prepared for it to end in like 5 minutes or something. Do we have window glass? Yeah, we have 1400. Okay, plenty of window glass, so that's not a problem. Might have to get this granary a bit quicker than I anticipate, but that's the best way to get all the goods that we need out here. So let's focus on that for a little bit. And of course the row house. Wow, they're still getting stuff. They're not even building it. They're just still getting stuff for a row house. That's how much work it is. We also have only one professional cart shed, so might be that in the next stream we're going to add some extra cart sheds for some faster deliveries with all of this. Orilka, not so much. Do we still have mead? Oh, I'm out of mead as well. Yeah, we didn't get that trader in a while. Okay, let me buy a little bit of Orilka, since we have the money for it. And then we'll soon also get some mead again. I will send out a trader there. And we are out of burial plots. Oops. Need to find a good place for a big solid graveyard then. Well, it doesn't have to be a very big graveyard. Just have to be a site for some burials for a bit. Actually, now that I think of it, we have the school here. We have the church here. So I know people get pissed if I do it close to the river. because all the graves will pollute the river. But I think this could be a nice area somewhere out here to do a little graveyard. Like, I don't know, maybe somewhere here. Not too big, just a small one. So that can be something. I think we have to start by deciding where the actual fence should go. I think we need a brick arch towards the church. And it should go somewhere around here. I think. That's my idea now. There we go. Then we should probably, you know, fence this off a bit. No, I have a better idea because this is not where it should be. The actual entrance to the church should go somewhere here. And then we should be able to fence this off like this, so that people cannot get past this anymore. So they'll have to go through this entrance. And then we can probably do the same out here. Go like this a bit. Then later on I will finish the fencing off. But this is the general idea now. And that's just a big fence from the start. And then at the side, right here, we will do this type of fencing. Around the forest to prevent people from getting into the forest. And then I will soon create somewhat of an opening in here. Or something like that. Or we can just build the graveyard at the backside there and then adjust the fencing to it. But this is just to prevent people from getting into the forest of the Holy Oak Tree congregation. Although this is way too far. This is way too far. We need not go this far. Sometimes it's a bit hard to click the right spot to get rid of the fence. So yeah, this should go like this. And then we fence it off right here. Because now we generate a real road here. Just one. And that gives us options to go ahead with the too long, I know. There we go. Alright, this is now fenced off. So now there's only one way in and out. And maybe we can just, you know, make small grave areas right here in open spots. And that's it. So then we'll get a few graves out here. We'll put trees and stuff around them. And that's it. And then we'll just get a nice little grave site here. And then we'll look for other little open spots and put sites in there too. Something like that. I don't know. Kind of want to get, you know, a little bit creative and do it differently from what we used to do. So this is just one area. This is where the graves will be. What trees are this? Can I see the pine trees? Alright, let's get pine trees. So that they fit in with the whole rest of the forest. We cannot get as many though as they can in the forest. Because there can be more in the forest than what we can do. But you know, this is still good. So this is just one area. And then, you know, we can, there's a little open spot here. There's an open spot here. Maybe we can create a few artificial open spots. And that's where we'll make little grave sites all over while the game runs. And then we're kind of working with the forest that way. I think that can be nice. It's just ideas. Maybe we'll change it up later. But for now, that's the idea. We got this up and running. So we got the next row house, the corner house. You really need this granary, though, to stock the store out here. And we might just get a temporary market stall for a while. That will sell some of the basics. So buckwheat, flour, potatoes, and something else that I know that we have a lot of, which is probably like dried fruit or something. There we go. Let's put in a worker. Let's supply it a lot of ways. There we go. And let's now go in here. Oh, we don't sell all of that in here, but it's okay. Let's just copy the list in here, so at least we get started. Let's give this a cart and hook it up. Then we're going to go to this one and do apply to all and apply to all. Now they will start to quickly fill out this one, and then food issues should be gone. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Be right back, need coffee, okay. But if they can't get into the Holy Forest, they can't gather holy mushrooms. They can get in the Holy Forest. That's just not via other ways, so we don't get different roads. Where's the forest? So, here's the main entrance into the forest now. There will be a brick arch. That's how they can get into the forest. They can also, you know, go to the graves. So they can get in, but not from other sides. I think that's better. Have you ever put in outside poos for an outdoor service? I used a birdhouse for a minister. I don't really know what you mean by it. Do you mean it like some sort of a mailbox or? I don't understand poos. Pews? I don't know what you mean with that. Sorry, my English is limited. Hello, Isablanca. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're good. Thanks for your comment. I saw that on somebody else's question whether I hate schools or not. You got it right. I mean, it's just a mechanic in the game, so we don't need that many schools. We have one in this one, though. Here's the school, right next to the Church of the Holy Oak. It's pine trees, but nobody knows. We call it the Holy Oak. Oh, you use the benches for church seats. Ah, yeah, but we cannot really get into the church, but you can... You mean you can put up benches like right here so that it starts to look like a church outside? Oh, we can make an outside church. Yeah, now I get it. Now that you say that that's the word, I remember it. I mean, I do know the word, but yeah, sometimes they just don't come to mind. Especially not in the context of this game, because it's usually not something you get in this game. But I get it now. Maybe we can make like an outdoor gathering area somewhere where we can imagine people come in, and then maybe we should do that out here a little bit so that they can also view the river. Let's just change this, make this open a bit, and then we can work the fencing around it. Oh, we have a messenger. Let's quickly check. Yep, let's sell some stuff. And then, do we need warm clothing? Nope. We need hemp. Yes. Okay. So we can probably shouldn't do it too big though, but you never know. So let's see. Let's just go ahead like this first. Oh no, that's a bit too close. Should be a little bit more space. It will take a little bit. Ah, I see what you're doing. You're giving me great ideas so that I will not think about ending the stream and then the stream lasts longer. Now I get it. Okay, we'll go like this and then we'll do the same on this side for a bit, I guess. I'm not sure if this is going to look how I intend it to look, but I kind of hope it does. I think I may have gotten the angles wrong, but I guess you get the idea. And then you use the birdhouse as the place for the minister, like this. You could also do a bell post here, so that he can call everybody in. There we go. And then... yeah, probably have to do something like the birdhouse for the place where he stands, or something like that. So he can stand there and talk. And now we have a place for an outside service. Don't know if anybody will ever come and sit there, but you know. I think I have to go a little bit more wide with this now. Just to make sure that it fits with the area. There we go, so we can now hold outside services here. It'll be a bit cold in the snow, but you know. Concert podium, yeah, we don't really have anything that resembles that. Otherwise, that would be. Although we could do a gazebo where we maybe we can do that somewhere else in town. We can make a little area where we build a gazebo and then put benches around it, like it's some sort of a concert area or something. We'll figure something out. That's a great idea. Never thought of that, but we'll figure something out. That might be something for inside our big row house area when it's done. To build like a little east square or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that might actually really work out. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, this is looking nice. We're out of sunflower oil, but that's okay. We still have 800 buckwheat. We still have 3,000 potatoes, which is actually not that much, but we're going to get a new harvest in soon. Hey, Body Shot, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? The holy mushrooms, at least you can sit down and talk to your dead relatives. Exactly. Too many ideas. That's true. That's true. The forest does look great. What are you going to get, horses or pigs? Ooh, well, we just had a vote earlier on to get the sheep. So we now have sheep, although only 2 sheep farms so far. We'll have to still fill these 2. And then at some point we're going to get chickens. Not sure yet about the pigs because they eat so much. But I do want to get them in at some point because I just want to, you know, get some more information on the pigs. But I rarely use them in most of my games. So that's why I at some point want to get them in to kind of learn more about the actual pigs. And using them in your game and how you can do that well without starving your people. Of course, it's already tough since we don't have garden houses. But we'll get there. Oh, they're building the next row house already. I want to hold that up a bit. Let's do the rest first. Let's do the rest. Oh, and the fooling mill as well. So we can just get these cart parkings up. And then build a few other houses. But yeah, it's everything will be in the game at some point. That's the idea right now. So the idea is to, except for garden houses. Except for garden houses. But I would like to get all industries and all animals and stuff at some point. We're just taking our time a little bit, which I think is good. But I guess if you want to know and see more of what's happening, you should be watching next stream because it's almost up 2.5 hours now and I do have a very busy day tomorrow. So this is actually the moment where I'm going to tell you all that I'm going to slowly end this stream. And that's very unfortunate for those who just came in. I'm very sorry. But if you want to see more, I will be back Wednesday and we'll probably just continue this town because I love this game so much and I love playing this so much. So we'll just probably the next stream on Wednesday, I will be continuing this town. So I hope to see you all there. Thank you all so much for being here. It was great fun. Thanks for all the nice and lovely chats. Thanks for all the brilliant ideas. I really love all of the ideas and things that come out of you all as a great community. Thanks for also being so nice to each other, so respectful to everybody. That is really special, and I don't take that for granted. I watch a stream here and there every now and then, and you know, having a nice chat is actually something special. So thank you all so much for that. And I'll be back Wednesday. I don't know the time yet because I have to still look at the agenda, see where wifey's at. If she's home, I will be there at 7. If not, I will be there at 8 Central European Summertime. I can quickly take a look. It looks like I can be there at 7, but I will put the stream up in time so you can see. But it should be the same time as today. And, you know, you all take care. Have a great deal of fun. And if you're watching any of the World Cup football, enjoy that. If not, enjoy whatever you do. I'm not going to watch any football because I don't enjoy it. I just do other stuff. And then I will see you all very, very soon. Thanks so much. And special shout out for Cirrus for giving away 5 membership. That's very much appreciated. And I will see you all very, very soon. Ta-ta for now. And bye-bye.